Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Yo,
What it do?
we are back. Episode 30 fucking 6.
36
Blunt Kings
Mafia.
podcast. Hip hop is lying to you. Real rap never left. Birthdays, the greatest of all time wars, and industry secrets. We are back with another motherfucking episode of Blunt Kings podcast. Hey, Omega. How are you? Oh, I'm your host of the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
A Omega with the funky dope flavor, aka the Funkle, the Drunkle, the Fayo, the Ayo. Man, you never seen another Ayo like me. Yo, nice to see you there.
Hey.
How you been, man? How's your week been?
It's been a good week.
It's been crazy, don't lie.
It's been super controversial. It's been super crazy. But still, I'm not gonna let anything stop our vibe, bro.
Fuck that.
The conversation we had yesterday, I think, was probably well needed over like the past 10, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's
just
some things we just got to get off our chest there, folks, and we need to figure out who we are and how we're gonna
approach this next
Journey.
150,000 episodes that we're gonna bring to you. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
Because we ain't stopping. You know, what it is we have to stop and evaluate the situation, make sure it's going to go the way we need it to go. And I think we're on a good path. You know, I see that the views on the shorts are raising by the hundreds. We need them raised by the thousands and the millions in all reality, but we'll get there. But we're doing this
Little
all
steps.
organically. We're sharing the reels all week, every week. So if you guys check those out, you guys will be
If
able
you
to
see
see
us,
the
like
topics and stuff that we talk about and all the stuff we bring up on Blunt Kings podcast and Crash Out the Sitcom. So I've been really blessed just to be able to sit back and look at everything that we did and be like, we're on a fucking wicked ass path to kill these wicked ass people in these wicked ass times. You know what I'm saying? And
Sir.
like we said, the revolution will not be televised. It'll be right here on Strain Damage Media channel, YouTube with T.O. Val, A Omega. And we won't stop bringing you guys the truth and the history of hip hop and the conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So I've been really up and down. I've been getting adjusted in certain ways to certain things, and I have to just I'm glad that I have enough emotional intelligence to call myself out on some of the things that I need to realize and work on and stuff like that. But I think that's what everyone has to do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something that it's just a stage in life. Now that I'm 40, about to be 41, it's one of those things you have to look back on and be like, yeah, I need to change this, or I need to start thinking like this, or eating like this. And, that's just where I kind of am right now. It's real stressful and it's real, altering on the mind state and the body sometimes. So it just gets me stressed out a little bit sometimes. So I do apologize if I put you through any bull.
Ain't no apologies, man. We all go through it there. You know what I mean? What would they call it in any other movie or any other thing in situation in society? They say it's a midlife
crisis.
You know what I mean?
Without the Corvette,
and that's
or
the
the
thing would
Porsche.
be. It's a revelation of where you know that you need to feel that you are turning into and metamorphosizing into a different entity, a different person with different knowledge, with different wisdom.
Because we're doing pretty good, right? We got our own cribs, we got our own fucking cars, we got our own everything. If you think about it,
little. I mean, the bill's pretty minimal, but everything keeps going up.
But we've come a long way. I guess my point is we've come so far from the 13-year-old, 14-year-old kids when we first met each other to the 40-year-old men that we become, and having to break certain cycles of I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I wish everything could be as cool and as crazy as like a sleepover slumber party type thing. You know what I mean? But with all the work that we do throughout the week, and with the podcasting and the editing and the releasing and all the pictures we have to take and everything like that, like it's just it happens where we just knock this stuff out. We cook a bomb ass dinner, watch something, and then crash out. You know what I'm saying? So. I just want to
go to work.
Yeah, and then go back to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
we're lucky to be here to do this for you guys.
Yeah, in all reality, 2026 has taught me a lot of things. Has brought me a lot of things. Brought us a lot of things. Beautiful things. I was telling you before the show, like when we first started making rap music, we had nothing that we could just go and be like, and just play beats on, and you know what I mean, and play like little fucking little sounds of like the smoking and you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have all these things before that. So to realize that now in 2026 and you know, just this past year, hitting a revelation is really uplifting and eye-opening, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank you for being here on the journey.
Man, I'm going to be here. I'm going to continue to be here.
Put up with my mental instabilities and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
What are friends for?
Yeah, we all have
brothers.
And I'll always be here for you, my dog. And I know you'll always be here for me,
I know you don't
brother.
have to. I don't have to question that. You know what I mean? Because loyalty is royalty. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and you one of them, you know, hard hitters that bring you to the camp there, and you've always been down with me like that. And I'm going to continue to show up.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because not too many people right now at our age that can start making new friends.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. All right, with that being said, much love, my dog. Let's get this episode going. Love you too, my brother. Let's see. We're going to go into the birthdays.
Oh, snap.
Oh. March 23rd, Shaka Khan, 1953. She's not a rapper, but heavily sampled in hip hop, influence across generations.
Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
We also got Shaka Khan. Big Sean, March 25th, 1988. Detroit heavyweight hits with Bounce Back and Blessings.
Beautiful. Love you, Shaka.
March 26th, we got Juvenile, Cash Money legend. His classic 400 Degrees was the dope album. Back that ass up, still played till this day in the clubs. That's probably the biggest club anthem of the entire generations of the past, 30 years of hip hop for
easily.
Sure. We got
Yo, auntie bounced to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your auntie,
your auntie on the res was bouncing to that shit. March 27th, we got Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, hip hop / pop crossover artist.
Shout out Fergie there. Ryan Seacrest, old lady, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're together now.
Okay. 75. Wow.
We got March 29th. CyHi the Prynce was born in 1984.
CyHi, I see you, man. You need to get out and do some music, man, no doubt.
Yeah, I think he just put a song out dissing J. Cole recently.
Well, he was part of that Good Music collabo, remember?
Oh yeah,
with him there. And CyHi, I mean, back in the day, he had some lyrical shit there. Bro.
And he was a
birthday
ghostwriter for Kanye West as well. Elite lyricist, ghostwriter, worked closely with Kanye, like I just said. Let's see, we got Scott Storch. He was born on the same day as CyHi, March 29th, 1973. If you guys don't know who Scott Storch is, he's a super producer, made hits like Lean Back and
He Pharrell kind of beat producer there. So y'all go do your homework there. You'll be tripped out.
Candy Shop.
Lil Kim stuff, right? Did Kim?
Yeah, I think he did Magic Stick for sure. I'm pretty sure he did Magic Stick.
Yeah.
Did a lot of stuff. Still doing stuff to this day. And then we have March 30th, MC Hammer.
Hammer.
One of the first global rap superstars with classic like You Can't Touch Me, and I think that was it, honestly.
You can't touch this. You can't touch me. You can't touch me there. Nah, dog. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun.
And then Nora Jones, born 1979, sampled, respected across hip hop. Who's Nora Jones? You remember that?
Nora Jones there, yeah, dude. She's like a real R&B singer. There,
okay,
man.
like a
like
Sade.
She very, very dope there. Ted.
Okay.
Remember Ted? He's like, hey, Nora. You know what I mean? He goes backstage and that there. Yeah, Nora Jones, she's really, really dope singer. You know what I mean? Dope vocalist there. Shout out Nora Jones.
Hey, shout out Laura. Let's see. Oh, Nora. Sorry.
Laura.
Nora Jones and Laura Jones for sure. Shout out to both y'all. All right. So let's jump into this shit. 1992. Totally Crossed Out. March 31st, 1992. Featured smash single hit Jump. We're talking about Crisscross right now. One of the biggest crossover rap albums ever. Helped push kid rap and pop rap mainstream. Do you remember them? They're dressing with the backwards clothes.
My first CD there, you know what I mean? Again, we talk about a lot of this stuff there. And this is just the time frame, again, folks, that we're coming in. You know what I mean? You guys might, I mean, if you keep up with us collectively there, you know, we've covered this there. But Crisscross will always be forever in one of my motherfucking most favorite there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jermaine Dupri for finding Crisscross there. You know what I mean? These guys changed it for us there, you know? For the little kids, Pee Wee Leaguers, you know what I'm saying? We was in the Pee Wee Leagues when we was listening to this shit, you know what I mean? Cassettes, no CDs yet there, you know, CDs was a little too much. You know, we didn't get that till we was in junior high, you know what I mean? And that's when we started getting, ow.
And you could tell they have a major influence in the 90s because remember the shirts with like bugs and Taz on them?
Oh, the Taz, yeah,
when they
yeah,
would
yeah.
have like the backwards clothes and then on the back
Backwards
of the
hats.
shirt it looked like them from behind with the backwards and it looked forward. It
Yeah,
was
they had
just
hoodies with the fucking baseball jerseys, man.
super cool time
You know,
to be
baggy
alive.
ass denim jeans, you know, some boots. I still fucking dress like that because I am a motherfucking cartoon.
All right, then we move along. 1993, Onyx, Back the Fuck Up, March 30th. Key singles, Slam and Throw Your Guns, Hardcore East Coast Energy, Mosh Pit Rap Era, Platinum Plus, massive MTV rotation. Was it Sticky Fingers, Fredro Star, and
Cannabis.
we did say that when we brought him up last time. That was fucking
That's
hilarious.
why I had to bring you back up again because we always talk that shit, man.
Cannabis.
You see him on the corner right like that.
and who's that other guy from Philly? Cassidy.
Cassidy there, mother.
No, just kidding. No, it's
that was a good one. though,
Sticky
too.
Fingers, Fredro Star, and who's the other guy? There's one more guy. He's the one
We do this every time.
we
We do
always
this
miss
every
him.
fucking time.
Let's
man.
look him up on
Stoner,
Google.
Stoner.
Just look up Onyx group member.
Man, every fucking time there. For sure.
Oh fuck! While you do that, I'm gonna light my blunt.
Okay, you do your thing. Light that blunt. Light that blunt. Light that blunt. Light that up. So, yo, you know, just to let you know, yeah, we do get disconnected every once in a while there. You know what I'm saying? No, I just mean from, you know.
No, it's
From reality.
Fredro Star, Sticky Fingers, and the other one's gonna piss me off because it's like at the tip of my tongue. But anyway, super dope group.
PM something.
Yeah. If you guys know the third member to
Holla at us, yell
just
at
put it
us
in
there. We want us to scold us there. Just tell us that we are bad people.
Oh shit!
Oh, man. You know what I mean? You guys aren't hip hoppers.
Fuck you. We move on to 1997, Life After Death, March 25th. Singles like Hypnotize, Mo Money, Mo Problems, one of the most iconic rap albums ever, dropped just weeks after Biggie's death. I remember when this first came out, and then right after that, around the same, yeah, like Columbia House would send me all kinds of shit. I remember penny per album, and then you just cut them off, and you just have a bunch of CDs. But yeah, and then right after that, Puff dropped Missing You, right? I'll Be Missing You, or I'm Missing You.
The No Way Out.
With Faith Evans.
Yeah, No Way Out family tour.
Sting, and
the family tour, right? No Way Out. How coincidental would you say it like that?
yeah, like Biggie, there was rumors that Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy for sure, just like how Pac wanted to leave Death Row, and people are speculating also on the internet that that's one of the reasons why Puffy had both of them killed, and that's just you
got Jada, right?
Speculation.
They got Jada, Styles, you know, Chic Luch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They had Black Rob at that time.
Rest in peace.
Shine just motherfucking got, you know, indicted to be in prison.
Yeah, he took the blame for Puffy at the shooting, and then I think he only got like $50,000 while he was in jail when he was supposed to be getting like $5 million. But we'll talk about that on the Crash Out when that pops up, because you know he has been circulating and doing podcasts lately.
Yep, I heard some stuff last night, and I was actually intrigued from what he had to say there. So, oh man,
if you guys don't know, Shine has one of the craziest stories in hip hop, bro. Like he came out, he sounded just like Biggie, but he was super skinny, super small guy. super full of attitude. He was kind of like a mixture of like DMX and Biggie at the time. You know
And
what
the
I'm
little
saying?
Joe Pesci mixed in. Fucking guy.
He was like
You know.
this
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
when he met Diddy, and then afterwards he
You
was like,
motherfucker, you!
"You didn't even pay for my bail. You didn't pay for nothing. You gave me away whenever it was time. You didn't even back me up." Is basically how the story went, and
pretty sad,
now
man.
he's circulating, telling his story. So shout out to Shine. We do like you, Shine.
Shittily waddly diddly. You know what I mean?
Shiddly doddly widdly whoa.
Doing that scat.
All right, then we move on. 1998, Moment of Truth, March 31st. This is DJ Premier and Guru, Gangstar. You Know My Steez, The Militia, peak lyrical plus boom bap production era. DJ Premier and Guru were at their absolute best during this time.
This was a double disc there for sure, man. That's that black and gray one. You know what I mean? That double disc one. And I remember, man,
the Gangstar logo?
My grandma, she just had a knee replacement, man, and I was fucking working during the summer, and she lived in the Fay area. You know what I mean? She lived on Hopewell. And I remember I'd jump across the wall, fucking, and go, catch, the cheap little route to work. It was about 5 minutes away, so I'd go and hang out with my grandma. I used to work at a place called Wild Oats.
Okay, I remember Wild Oats.
Wild Oats there back in the day at,
that was before
just
Sprouts.
like purple and, you know what I mean, motherfucking yellow kind of symbol, Wild Oats, alfalfas there. But yeah, man, that summer I remember I met somebody that was a cashier there, homeboy Paul. And he turned me on to fucking EPMD, turned me on to some other little shit there when I was just a little knucklehead, you know what I mean? I was still riding a little BMX bike, because I was riding around the city. But, shout out to that there, you know what I mean? I'll never forget that. Fucking Gangstar, Guru, DJ Premier. I feel y'all, see y'all staple in my life.
And then we move on. Let's see, The Dynasty, Rock La Familia, 2000, late March. It was a rollout phase. Singles, I Just Want to Love You, Give It to Me, helped solidify Jay-Z and Rockefeller as dominant in the hip-hop heading into that summer. I definitely do remember that shit. I Will Not Lose. One of my favorite songs on there, though, is Parking Lot Pimpin', though. That's when I remember we'd play that shit when we would ride around with, like, Lou and them, and they'd play that shit, and, like, just, the sound of that beat.
Was that the Poppin' Tags there, or?
No, it's a Parking Lot Pimpin'. I'll show you after this. Is like,
I don't remember that one.
It's not an S4 dub. It's a good song, honestly. It's one of
Okay,
those.
so
like,
that's one of the ones that you have in your Jay-Z playlist.
Out of those 5 or 6, that's
it
one
ain't
of
the
them
Nas.
for sure. Yeah.
It ain't the Nas playlist where you got like 50 plus.
Nah, I love Nas for sure. Straight up, shout out to Nas.
Yeah. Jay-Z.
Get your story straight before you start busting out, bro. That's all I gotta say.
You heard that shit? He's gonna come out with some new shit. Let's see.
2001, Project English, March 27th. Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On was one of the
Twerk it.
best singles of that year from her massive global hit. Get your game on, freaking in reverse.
It's my fiddle. You know what I'm saying? I'm possessed. No, I'm just kidding. I remember that shit on the motherfucking movie there, dog. The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one. You know what I mean? That was the only time now that I hear that song, I visually put that in my head, and it's like something that lives rent-free there. And I'm like, why the fuck does it have to be that fucking scene? You know what I mean? That's like so horrible because you're in the car and you're driving at a high speed. You know what I mean?
When she throws up the clam chowder on him. Yeah.
Yeah, shellfish sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like,
crab dip, shellfish, crab dip.
I'm like, yo. And she's swerving like Albuquerque fucking Charger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's Montgomery. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Nah, shout out to 40-Year-Old Virgin for sure. But yeah, Missy Elliott, definitely one of the most influential female MCs in the game.
Make me want to dance.
Even influencing the types of Lil Wayne. I know Lil Wayne has named her multiple times in his top 10 or top 5 rappers of all time, not just female rappers, just rappers.
Came up with motherfucking Timberland, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. We got 2003, Get Rich or Die Trying was still dominating the charts at this time. And then we move on to Ludacris, Chicken and Beer. It was late March with singles like Stand Up and what was this, Waterfalls or something like that.
Yeah.
Club Anthem era, Ludacris maintaining mainstream dominance in this time from 2004 to 2005. And
Yeah,
then,
that was like right in like the pause time in between the motherfucking Fast and Furious.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I better come up with an album there and get some more money while I'm doing this movies and get some more money. You know,
Exactly.
and Luda, you did it good, man. Luda.
Yeah, shout out to Ludacris. Definitely one of our favorite MCs from ATL for sure.
He got it in, man.
And then 2005, The Massacre was on a peak run, still charting. 2006, we had T.I., March 28th, singles like What You Know and Front Back, debuted #1 on Billboard. Major moment for Southern rap led by T.I. around this era. I definitely remember that shit going
That was
down.
dope. That was dope. What about my speaker, Rose?
And then we had 2007, Lil Wayne was dominating the mixtape game. This was the rise of the blog era, digital drops, mixtape circuits. This was like SoundCloud was starting to come up and all these like digital platforms for independent
This is
artists.
like the drama time, right?
Yeah.
DJ Drama?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
This
It's like how Soulja Boy had the ringtone time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got
Southern Smoke, all that shit was coming out around this time for sure.
Gangsta Chris Seals.
All the Gangsta Grills, the first ones. Let's
It was a
see.
beautiful thing at that time, man. Y'all had to be there.
And then 2008, rise of indie blog era, late March, heavy online circulation and DatPiff/MySpace era peak. Also, Kid Cudi was holding down with Day and Night.
And the crazy thing about this one, though, is he had the hip-hop version and then he had the fucking club techno version. You know what I'm saying? Which really fucking diversified it there, because that fucking homeboy, when he did that, he brought in everybody.
Yeah, and that was played heavily, like even till this day in the club. It is still played. Sorry.
The Lonely Stoner.
Yeah, the Lonely Stoner gets away at night. Sometimes my words get away from me. I apologize, but yeah. Then
But we already at night.
Yeah. So shout out to Kid Cudi, and then we move into 2009. Eminem drops Relapse. It was in late March. Major anticipation wave. Singles like We Made You dropping soon after. And then we go into 2010 where it was like a lovey-dovey kind of year. B.O.B. and Bruno Mars dropped Nothing on You, and then Young Money dropped Bedrock. They were both top 10 hit, heavy rotation. And then we move into one of my favorite eras.
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa drops Rolling Papers March 29th, 2011. Singles like Black and Yellow and Roll Up, massive mainstream success. Wiz Khalifa, this was in the blog mainstream era, 2013.
That shit was dope.
I remember that. Dude, I remember they even had Wiz Khalifa Spice. Do you remember that shit?
I remember when Wiz Khalifa's song was playing in like the fucking NFL fucking, you know what I mean, on TV.
Yeah.
Like,
Black
you know,
and
if you're
Yellow,
from
Black and
Steelers,
Yellow.
yeah, if you're fucking, you know, Pittsburgh fan, it was like Black and Yellow.
They still play that, I think, till this day. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy there. I don't know any other rapper that has done that. Not even Ice Cube. Maybe Ice Cube with the Raiders or something like that.
Raider
There,
Nation
you know what I
song,
mean?
yeah.
Something like that. That's probably the only two other rappers that I've actually felt like gravitated to like the sports and had their stuff being played in, you know, multiple coliseums or arenas. So, you know, crazy shit on that one. Change the game. Change the game.
No, definitely. And then we move on to 2013, March 26th, Wolf by Tyler, the Creator was dropped. It's a cult classic. It pushed alternative rap forward. Tyler, the Creator, definitely one of my favorite West Coast artists.
Very weirdo enough for me there. So, yeah, I got you.
He reminds me
You're a
of,
little fucking desert, little fucking palm tree, baby.
he's like a new age,
man.
like a new age ODB if ODB did like acid and shrooms all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but does he really do that?
No.
I
It's
don't
just
think so.
it's just the personality. Like that's basically how he's like
He's a Fair and Lowly
creating that
that
image
persona.
for himself. Yeah.
We get you. We get you. The real ones. See ya.
And then 2015, To Pimp a Butterfly came out, still dominating late March after March 15th dropped. Songs like King Kunta and All Right. Kendrick Lamar has always been shaping the culture politically and sonically. I think he's going to be probably one of the most celebrated artists when it comes to hip hop, just in
For the run.
period. Yeah,
For the run and the way that he structures his story and lets everybody know that he's feeling it there.
Like this is what like his run reminds me of what it would look like if Biggie and Pac and Big L and all of these dope artists like ODB, if they would have all still been alive. You know what I mean? Like these are the artists that you see come out, Kendrick Lamar, and you see him get these accolades for pushing not only like the bar, but like lyrical bars. You know what I mean? Like there's certain ways that Kendrick breaks things down that I've never heard anybody break down the way he does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just for him to have the influence on not only the West Coast but everybody right now, it's kind of nuts to see. You know.
The funny thing for me, now that you're talking about that, is I love how he's so quiet right now.
Yeah.
He's so quiet. You know what I mean? Like he's in hibernation mode, folks. And once he decides to wake up, he's a California bear. He's gonna go
Yeah.
mile on the whole shit there. And you know what I mean? I'm anxious to see that there because you know what I mean? When he came out
me
with
too.
Mad Kid, Rich City, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Good Kid, Mad City.
Good
Yeah.
Kids at Mad, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good.
That one there, you know what I mean? And then when he did the fucking I Love Myself song, you know what I mean? That shit for me, and I was like, okay, I can see the longevity. I can see where he's going. You know what I mean? Like I can see he's gonna stick around. He's here for the culture. He's here for the hip hop. And that's why
And teaching people to
that's
love
why I love
them-
it. You know
to
what I
love
mean?
themselves, right? Like for
Yeah.
to have a song like I love myself, or just for daily affirmation. That's a cool song. And Kendrick Lamar, you're right. He's been very quiet. Baby Keem just dropped an album. That was the last we've heard
Let
of
him do his thing.
He's gonna bust out. I think he's waiting for Drake to drop his album before he drops again. I think this is what it's gonna be a back and forth.
Ooh, so it's
with
on
both
the
of
fucking
them.
pause mode, man. Hurry the fuck up. We need some new shit.
Bro, kill him
Hurry
already,
up.
dog. Kill him.
Hurry up.
Kill Drake already, dog. Nah.
Y'all killers, man.
All right, for sure. We move on to, let's see, where's the rest of them?
6 times, man.
Oh, yeah, here it is. 2016, Life of Pablo. Chaotic rollout era, constant updates in late March, streaming era, living room concept. Kanye West changed how albums function, how they're put out, how they're produced. Definitely has always pushed the music bar of it. You know what I mean? The sound bar of hip hop and just music in general. We heard a song the other day from Bully, remember? And you're like, oh, is this what's going to be on it? And I was like, I don't even know, but it sounded to me like a Jim Morrison. Like if Jim Morrison was still alive, this is like that was like the kind of song that I'm losing my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
Like,
very repetitive, very melodic. You know what I mean? It had good lyrics behind it there, but it was very, very trancey.
yeah,
It was very trancey there. You know
and that's
I'm
what he's
saying?
been doing.
And we come from the days of techno, hip hop, house, drum and bass. You know what I mean? So we know trance.
But we also came from like the era of like subliminal disses or subliminal messages through the raps.
We can filter through the bullshit.
And we got 2017, March 18th. Fake Love by Drake drops, dominating charts late March. Every time it seemed like Drake dropped something, it's just heavily dominated by him. And we find out why. He's highly tied into Lucy and Grange, and Lucy and Grange and his father basically own hip hop, and so they control what's hot and what's not. And it's kind of weird because it's just two old ass guys telling us what's good and what's not, and who's to say that they're not hiring people to write songs for them to give to us through Drake, if that makes any sense. You know
All
what
I
I'm
know
saying?
is when you think you can fucking take over the fucking Beatles, that was the one for me. Then I said, I know these motherfuckers are fake.
Oh yeah, they're just fucking with
The Beatles there. I mean, come on, man. You're gonna go against your grandpa and your pa Dukes.
That's fucked up.
Like, no, man. The Beatles, they shifted the culture. I understand you do, but not with the OVOs and all the other things. You know what I'm saying? You got to go with right intent there. You got to be with fucking pure intent there, and you got to fucking make sure that it's fucking driven and fucking make people wake up and think, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fucked up. Or else, why are you doing it? You know, you grew up with the likes of Michael Jackson there. What do you think Mike did it? You know what I mean? Because he wanted to give music to the people, just like the Beatles did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
very good
Drake
point.
tried to cover that up, and you know he'd been dominating, and you know, I know Canada's happy they have something to look up to.
I just think it's good to see someone like Kendrick Lamar just come out and finally just be like, fuck you, boom. You know what I mean?
Well, let's see what's
Boom,
going
bop,
on.
bing, bop, boom, bop, bam.
Now it sounds like basketball on the court, man. You know what I mean? Double dribble with my fucking left, right hand.
And then we move on to 2018. That's when Cardi B came out. Bodak Yellow and Bartier Cardi. Invasion of Privacy was the huge release.
What was
Late
that? That was a
March.
nasty song, right?
Which one? The Bartier Cardi? Or the Bodak Yellow? The Bodak Yellow was like her bust, the one that she busted out with, like, you don't fuck with me.
If it's up, if it's down, if it's
No,
down.
that's like a recent one. This is like
get some money,
this is when she first came out, like with the you can't fuck with me. These are bloody shoes or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can fuck with me. So she did like that more that trap one on that there. Yeah, that's what got all the studs ready.
She was making stuff before that. She was definitely like on like all those hip hop shows on VH1 and stuff like that. But
She crazy, man.
her actual blow up was from this album, the Invasion of Privacy. It had Bodak Yellow, Bartier Cardi, and I think it even had that one song where she was dissing Offset or whatever, that like that weird love song, like the fucked up toxic love song.
Oh yes. Man.
All right, and then we
Y'all
have
tripping, man.
We're gonna run through the rest of these real quick because we got to get into these topics of discussion. 2019, we had Hoodie Season from A Boogie with the Hoodie. 2020, we had Love versus the World by Lil Uzi Vert. 2021, we had Justice by Justin Bieber, and we had 7220 by Lil Durk. 2023, Lana Del Rey was the one that was kind of bringing in all the hip hop influencers and features for her rap alternative album that she put out March 24th. I think it was called "Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under the Ocean Boulevard."
Damn, what a long ass
That's a
title.
crazy title. And then one of my favorite artists dropped in 2023, March 24th, with Don Toliver, continuing the Travis Scott style lane era of music, if you will. And then
Yeah, that makes sense.
2024, we had We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin, released March 22nd. Viral moment when Kendrick Lamar dissed everyone on the verse or saying something about the top three. Remember that shit?
Yeah, that's the big three. That's not big meat.
Yeah. And then Kendrick Lamar, they're talking more about that. And then so all of the anticipated 2026 releases real quick. Kanye West is supposed to drop Bully. We've been talking about that. But Nicki Minaj is supposed to be dropping an untitled project. Yeet is supposed to be dropping ADL, Chief Keef, Skeletor, and Stove God Cooks. All this for me. That's fully
I heard some
produced.
Stove God Cooks there this week, and that shit sounded
It's going to be fully produced by Swiss Beats, dog.
Dude, I just heard like a little snip, coming through that, and I was like, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And I'm like, man.
Stove God Cooks is one of the fucking dopest coke rappers right now, for sure.
Fucking A, that shit gonna fucking burn everybody's ass this summer.
All this for me, dropping soon for sure. So make sure you guys go check out that. Well, we're going to take a break. This episode is brought to you by Bizcochitos and Polite's Bodega, two of the dopest places in New Mexico. One is an edible. The other is a smoke shop that has all of our
favorite backwoods, man. You want them exotics, you want them ATLs, you want them southern teas, you want the triple berries, you want the smooths, you want to go chocolates. You already know what to do. Go stop by Polite's Bodega. You know what I'm saying? They hook you up with all the flavors. Tell them A Omega sent you.
Tom Val sent you too.
It's just different.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Hey.
Yo.
Every day. Good job, Larry.
We're fucking back from break.
Good job, Bob.
Doing good.
We're doing good, man. Episode 36, Blunt Kings Podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the funk of the drunk of the fail, the A.O. doing numbers, baby. We see ya. We see ya, Val.
Before we went to break, we broke down all the hip-hop birthdays that happened this week historically. And
A
then
lot of good ones.
everything that happened historically, all the album drops and singles from 1992, I believe, until 2026, because they couldn't find anything before
Currently.
1992, I guess, that happened in this week. So
They didn't have enough water to keep the fucking center going.
we go off what we're given. And we only have so much. I think this episode might be a little bit longer than usual, so this will be a nice little test.
Little for y'all. You know,
To see
something
if we
extra.
can go the full 30-30-30 instead
Let's
of
do
just
it.
30-30. You know
30
what I'm
for
saying?
30.
So we'll see if we can do that with this.
We're going to have to cook ramen after that, 30 for 30.
It's going to
Eat
cost.
the ramen ends all night.
It's going to cost us. All right.
Let's
Topics
go.
of discussion. Number one. Mike Will Made It returns with an album called Reset, first solo album in almost a decade. Features J. Cole, 2 Chainz, and NBA YoungBoy. Can producers still run the game in 2026 is the big convo right now. And also, this is one of the biggest music first discussions happening right now. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but we are over here at Blunt Kings Podcast. Mike Will Made It. What do you think about him, A Omega?
Yo, I mean, first off, you got J. Cole, you know what I mean, making headlines, selling out shows right now, you know what I mean, especially with him running around the country,
In that little Honda Civic.
you know, doing his thing, selling it out, being real civil, you know what I mean, letting him know that he's with the people.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then you got 2 Chainz, you know what I mean? Chainz is
2
just a
Chainz.
master entrepreneur there. Whatever he dabbles in, it's going to be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you got, you know what I mean, NBA, you know what I mean, Young Boy Never Broke Again, you know? And that cat there, you know, I know a lot of the YNs love that cat. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with some really, really dope music that's going to shift some shit now coming up for the summertime. You know, and that's always what they do. You know, they strategically put it out there like that because, you know, we're gonna grind in the spring and then we're gonna ride out in the summer. You know, we used to do it ourselves.
I'm kind of excited to hear this album because
It's gonna be good.
the one that he came out with before, remember he had that song, it had Gucci Mane, Ray Shremmerd, and Kendrick Lamar all in one track, dog, on a Mike Will Made It beat.
Right on that.
That
Mike
song
Will
is
made
dope
it.
till this day. So I want to hear some more of that shit. You know what I mean? So definitely shout out to Mike
Anticipating it.
Will Made It. And,
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear the Reset for sure.
Let's do this.
Let's see. Next topic of discussion
You motherfucker, you.
is what happened when Justin Bieber saw Usher at Jay-Z and Beyonce's after party. 50 Cent says that Justin Bieber and Usher got into a fight at the party because Diddy let him do crazy stuff to him. And I guess it's talking about Usher letting Diddy do crazy stuff to Justin Bieber or not for that 48 hours that he was with. Remember he was with Puffy at the Flavor Camp or whatever? You remember that?
That was the name of the place, Flavor Camp.
Yeah. He was trying to. So after Usher had signed Justin Bieber was pretty much given to Diddy for
He
48
was passed
hours
off, handled
into
off there. Yeah.
Diddy's Flavor Camp, and we still till this day do not know what happened exactly, but there is speculation on the internet and my opinion that something really heinous went down.
Well, you actually can see
To
from the picture
Justin
there,
Bieber.
he looks a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? He pissed off. He don't care how old you is.
Fuck is this piece of shit?
You know, he definitely looks very irate, and he looks like he ain't messing around. You know what I mean? It's probably the first time they've encountered each other's, you know, within the same room or the same, you know, vicinity. And for them to, you know what I mean, to be hostile like that there's something going on. You know?
Yeah.
Be like, you know what you did or whatever you know, contribute to, you know, me being, you know, degraded.
Or taken advantage of, or worse, you know, even sexually assaulted
Right.
Allegedly, you know what I mean?
Flavor camp.
That's
there.
one of the stories that is.
I'm sorry. I
circulating
mean, I'm A Omega
on
with
the
the funky
internet.
dope flavor, but I'm not gonna do the flavor camp. You know what I
No.
mean? That's some fucked up shit. Like
No,
people are fucked
you
up
got
with
flavor
that.
and we smoke
You know what I mean?
flavors. These guys are talking about flavor. You
That's
know?
like
Actual-
horrible,
yeah.
man. You know,
But for 50 Cent to come out of the woodworks and almost like lead everybody towards the
narrative.
suspicion of what might have happened in those 48 hours, he put the caption was, "I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me?" What does it say? That's what I got when I saw this picture. Oh, he's all, what? That's what I got when I saw this picture is what 50 Cent.
Yeah,
had
I was a
put as
baby. Why'd you
caption.
let that do that to me?
Yeah,
You know what
so
I'm saying? Yeah, why'd
there
you
is a
let them do
speculation
that
that
to me?
in that 48 hours that Justin Bieber was drugged and taken advantage not only by Puff and his team over at the Flavor Camp, but multiple artists. And even Beyonce came out with a statement saying that the past belongs in the past. It was kind of like a cryptic statement that she made towards the two after the fight ensued at the after party.
Oh,
is
she
what
looked distraught.
the internet
See
is
her
saying.
face in the background, like, oh, it's gonna hit the fan right now, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, those two finally met up. Oh my gosh, here we go. Now the fucking the crock pot is gonna fucking blow its fucking top.
And shout out to Justin Bieber for having the balls to confront his attacker or his
Grab him.
abuser or his mishandler, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking crazy.
It's a fucked up world that we're living in, and for us to find out that some of the people that we thought were happy and making good music with that happiness are actually really distraught, depressed, and demonic people, you know, and they do a lot of demonic, depressing things to others that cause them to be depressed, and you know,
turmoil.
you just see, and then how fucked up is it, right? That someone does something to you and then you get addicted to drugs to try to cope with that, right? And then all they can do is put in the media that you're a drug addict and you're this and you're that when you're trying to cope with all the abuse that the industry has put you through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one of those things that we have to keep in the back of our minds. Like, some of these people were abused horribly and they may not even know what happened to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they weren't there. They were numb to not recognize it or feel it.
Exactly.
You know, they were, demeaned so much to the fact that they are absolutely numb to taking in, the awareness of what is actually happening to them. And that's mind and mental manipulation and, emotional manipulation there. And, both of those two recipes need to stop. Here in America, and it's crazy there for sure. And Bieber, you gotta figure it out.
Shout out to Justin Bieber for actually sticking up for his attacker and putting out dope ass music. Yukon is still one of my favorite.
People
songs
still
of all
love you,
time.
man.
Yeah.
People are still out here supporting you there for sure.
Maybe it might not be Beaver Fever or whatever it was, or Bieber Fever, Beaver Fever. But it's definitely, you still got fans out there, bro, and you don't have to worry about all of these, extra people that are out there saying you need to do this, you need to do that.
Now the truth is out there. We're gonna back you up.
I could see him becoming a really successful blues artist.
I would say that also there, but he needs to be somebody that's also there for the people. You know what I mean? Because that's the way he's going to feel right now. I'd say he'd probably be good in some kind of, state, local community. You know what I mean? Keeping it, where
go
he's
against
at.
all these evil people, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Start that foundation against people that are doing that or have done that. And go against the grain.
Take them all down,
Go
bro.
against the grain, man.
Take them all down, Justin.
That's what it is. Like I said, a lot of the
Team
times
up with
we don't
Cat
go
Williams.
against the grain anymore.
Team up with Cat Williams, Jim Carrey, if he's still here. You know what I mean? Like, team up with everyone that you need to that's on the same mission, and let's take down these fucks for real. With that being said, let's move on. Let's see. I want to put a perfect one for this one.
It's been wild. You know what I mean? Like that shit, when I saw that, I was like, man, come over here.
All right. people say real hip hop is back, but where did it go? Or did the industry just stop pushing it to us? What do you think, A Omega?
Well, of course, they're always going to push their own agenda and narrative there. They didn't want us to think for ourselves. They always want us to think like the way they can lead us to jails.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and into poverty and into hurting each other so that way they don't have to fucking worry about them getting their hands dirty at that, particular time there. They want to euthanasia us. But, hey, why don't you guys do it to each other so that way you can't blame none of us?
Yeah.
So we can stay anonymous.
And what they're talking about is real hip hop, lyricism, storytelling, substance, boom bap with raw production, like we were talking about earlier with like Gangstar, Guru, and DJ Premier. Names that people keep bringing up are like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Nas. It seems like are like the last of, mainstream hip hop, I guess you could say. But I was listening to an underground hip hop radio earlier before you had showed up, and I've been hearing super dope songs from not only like Exhibit and Be Real and Demrick, but Ill Bill, Necro, Nonfiction, like the list goes on. That it kind of shows me it never really went away, and I know it didn't. You know what I mean? But what this segment is about is mainstream, like what people portray as hip hop in the mainstream. That has got tarnished, and that went away from the popularity of the masses because it had a conscious message like you were talking about, and it had a message that pushed positivity and uplifting people and growth and all of the above, right? And now it got replaced with kill your ops, let's fuck your bitch, let's do all this crazy ass shit just to get some kind of clout because I got a body on my gun or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely turned into a more violent escapade rather than the positive serenade and narrative that it was going to have when it first came out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nowadays I feel like the older cats, they're, you know what I'm saying, my age included, and the ones that are about, 8 to 10 years older than me, we knew that we had to kick back and see how this shit was going to unravel. We fucking knew that, the evolution is always forever changing there. You know what I mean? Especially being in the music industry there. We knew that, you know what I mean? You can't get stuck in the boom bap. It was going to change, you know what I mean, right into the trap or, you know what I mean, the other stuff. We had like the thiz going on, you know what I'm saying? We had the hyphy culture. We had the down south. We had the fucking grit, the grind. We had the crunk music, you know what I'm saying? We had the fucking, we went through a lot of those different time shifts in music in America at that time. And it was interesting and a beautiful time at that time. But nowadays, we just got to keep it to ourselves there. You know what I mean? I love the YEs and the YNs there that are shifting it there for sure, but make sure it's positive, man.
Yeah.
Tired of, we don't need to blicky with the switchy, man. I don't give a fuck, man. You can't even fucking put $5 in your car with a quickie.
No, I definitely saw something interesting this week. It showed Lefty Gunplay, right? He's always been known for
sober,
being fucked up on drugs and this and that. He's definitely sober, and he's pushing a sober narrative, and he's telling kids if he can do it, you guys definitely can too. And that goes with the rap game. You know what I mean? If we can go back to positivity, I know I see like, Nas going back to some positive shit. I see Common. I've seen him drop something recently. You know what I mean? Just like these artists that are dropping these songs that are just, they're not singles to us, but they're still singles. You know what I'm saying? Right. Make sure you guys keep up with that shit if you're really trying to jump into that positive mind frame and deprogram yourself from all the negative stuff. It is definitely worth it to put on some underground rap because definitely it's not going to have that message of destruction and division, right? It's going to have that message of watch out for destruction and division because it's out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's really definitely on a yin yang as far as underground rap and mainstream rap right now. And I think that's what I wanted to talk about.
We're going back to that there again too there because you know what? We lived through that.
But the real war, I guess, is the bars versus vibes, albums versus singles, and art versus algorithm. We'll start with bars versus vibes. I think if you're in hip hop, right, and you're listening to hip hop, you're listening to the lyrics on top of a beat, and then the way that the song is structured. If I'm not wrong, right, like that.
Well, I mean, real old school motherfuckers like us, there we started with the motherfucking beat,
right,
and then we worked our way to the fucking lyrics,
right.
You know,
Because if we
And-
like the beat, then we're gonna keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we can always add to the beat,
right.
but sometimes when you have the lyrics there, you can't really change the fucking lyrics because you're already riding the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you already have your fucking mind in the one track lane already. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to being diverse and being open to writing the fucking beat. You know what I'm saying? You write it like there on the spot, you catch that feeling, you get inspired.
Right. And you could have vibes on a beat that has nothing but bars on it. You know what I'm saying? Like the metaphors and similes. There's like a way to do that, right? And we've heard it with multiple artists that have gone mainstream, like J. Cole, Nas, and Kendrick, where they're able to not only stay lyrical and in their lyrical lane, but they're able to break it down in simple ways for the masses to hear it. And that's what an MC does.
Layman's.
You know what I'm
Layman's
saying?
terms,
I feel like there's more rappers than MCs nowadays, and I think that's maybe where it's lost, because a lot of MCs are just staying in the MC lane. A lot of rappers are staying in the rapper lane. And,
Comfortable.
and MCs aren't jumping into the rapper lane enough to show these rappers like what a real rap song should sound like, what an album track should sound like. Like when I say album track, those are those tracks like when you hear on an album from your favorite artist, you're like, I've never heard anybody make a song or approach any song like this, and that's
Right.
what makes them my favorite artist. That's an album track to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A single is a single. Yeah, it caught my attention. It got everyone grooving, blah, blah, blah.
I have a feature.
But when you listen to an album, that's where we're going into, albums versus singles. When you go into an album, you're definitely wanting to hear like a whole movie or a whole story because the album was called whatever it was called. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's called,
I was here.
yeah, if it's called I Was Here, then you go, okay, where have you been? I want to hear where you've been through the fucking
This
album.
is where I started from,
Yeah,
intro, and then to
exactly.
this is where I ended up on the dirt road. Nobody over here with no lamplight on. You know.
Oh,
I
exactly.
feel you. I feel you. You're making a actual theme, and you're portraying a story, and you're actually trying to resonate a feeling,
And I think
so that we
that's-
get some interaction.
That's what's lost from the new generation, right? You know, people can go old heads this or new heads that, but what us old heads know for sure, what makes a solid rap album is that it tells your story without you having to explain it like over and over. You go back and listen to the album, you'll hear my story. Go check out track 3, you'll know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the streets or whatever. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And that's what I think what more people want. But now it's gotten more wound up into, you know, we're gonna go into art versus algorithm.
And it's fucking loco, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is there for sure. And I mean, it's just so diverse right now with the way that the evolutionary time frame of fucking, you know, the wordplay and the word scheme, you know, and the beats and the ears, everybody's different tune, different time.
Yeah, like a metaphor in the 90s definitely doesn't sound like the same layout as a metaphor in 2026 when you hear it on a trap beat. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they say these similes and metaphors are totally different, which I'm not taking away from, but I do think it takes away from the content. Like if that's the way that you're able to rhyme to get that rhyme out, I think it needs to be adjusted to where you could add a positive message to it and still keep the flow, you know, on the same beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying change it all up and make all your songs sound like a common, most def, Talib Kweli song. But at least if it's going to be like on some drill shit, make it be some
Substance, man.
yeah, like what's the message behind it? Are you telling the kids to really go out there and kill everyone for pissing them off? Or are you going to switch the narrative and say, hey, I lost my brother to this and he was an innocent bystander because
Don't do it.
somebody was shooting at somebody else and my brother ended up getting hit and
Caught
whatever the
astray.
case may be. You know what I'm saying? There's many stories out there where innocent people have died because of the ignorance that comes from the negative messages that are portrayed in society, hip hop nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And that's the narrative
shit,
that needs to be
Good shit.
changed. And I think we'll go into art versus algorithm, right? A lot of people are more attracted to art. Are they more attracted to the algorithm because that's what the algorithm is pushing? And I think it should be more focused art wise. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's hard in 2026 for like these certain artists to be able to be like, I want to put out a project that's 100% me and everyone's going to love it. And then the label goes, that's not what the algorithm's for. The algorithm's for division, destruction, you know, splitting people apart and causing disruptive and harmful tactics and mind states in the youth. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they silence the conscious. They silence the conscious people with the
Early.
messages there. You know what I mean? We want you to run around with the 100-round clip, you know, fully automatic switch. You know, we want you to keep up with that because that's what sells.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, if you hurt yourself or hurt anybody else in between there, well, we just got $1 million policy, so we're good.
But it's like they don't want real hip hop back because then
No.
they would actually have to listen, right? Like they'd actually
They
have
don't want to
be like,
listen. They want to fucking microwave it.
and then they just want to vibe, right? Like how sad would it be if like somebody made a song that was like, hey, don't go out this day because something might happen really bad in this place, and then you don't hear that song, but then you're hearing the song in the club where that place actually is that was mentioned.
Idiocracy.
And you're all, oh, stay in this place, nothing wrong will happen. Boom, you know what I mean? And something happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's one of those things that you have to be like, am I really open to the original concept of hip hop? And that's what I'm trying to get to is a lot of people say, oh, I'm a rapper and I love hip hop and I've done this. Okay, so how come all your songs sound destructive and they all sound full of violence and full of division and full of idiocracy and poisoning the mind states of the youth anywhere from, you know, 12 to 22. You know what I'm saying? Because the brain of a man doesn't fully develop until like 25 on, right? So if you can capture them while their brain is developing from like, let's say age 2 to 22, 23, 24, then they won. You know what I mean? If you guys can't think for yourselves and you're just thinking that everything is all dandy because they showed you on TV that is dandy, that's where we're sorely mistaken. And that's what we need to breathe and take in a little bit. Let's see. So with that, the closing statement, real hip hop ain't dead. It's just not being promoted to you. And I think that's the big problem in hip hop right now.
They want to clone, keep you drone, keep you, you know, numb to the vibration of the real shit. You know, they want to take over that. They're, you know, they want to let you know
And
it's so crazy.
If we're too old, you know what I mean? Like if we're too old for you guys to get it, like go listen to like the interview with DaBaby. DaBaby just did an interview and he was talking about he stopped making music because they were about to send him into the humiliation rituals to get him onto that other level to be like a worldwide superstar, household name. You'll be on the Super Bowl next year.
Snoop Dogg status.
Yeah, Martha Stewart will have a DaBaby cooking show with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were going to definitely give him everything that you could ever ask for. But to have to go through a humiliation ritual and then you get canceled at a festival for voicing your opinion, for seeing two artists that you thought were straight men doing things for money in the parking lot and you called them out on it, but then you get canceled for it. Like, this is the stuff you guys need to think about, man. Like we could only bring it to your attention and bring it to the masses in a way that we do. And I'm blessed to have a partner that's able to go through this, and we're not afraid of anything that's gonna be said about us or whatever, because we're trying to help you guys, and we're trying to help you guys realize that it's really evil out there, and you guys are putting icons on pedestals and calling it iconism or whatever.
Golden calves.
Yeah, giving them Oscars and giving them Grammys, and those are all demonic ass statues from the past. And if you don't believe me, go down those wormholes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
I'm just gonna stalk this person, you know what I mean?
That's what they end up
Whoever,
doing.
like stalk them. Like, I mean, come on, there, live your life. Like, let's be real. Let's do something better during the day and at night instead of looking at what they're doing. You should look at what you're doing.
Here's a challenge. How can you be better than your favorite superstar? You know what I mean? Let's see who can
Take some
comment
acting
on that.
classes there. Maybe get a fucking hobby. Start a podcast.
Do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Do it with pure
Go to
intention.
tap dancing classes there. I don't know.
Bro, we're able to run a successful podcast off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 or 8 pieces, 9, 10 pieces of material that we use to run the podcast. 10 things. It doesn't take much. A lot of people put too much thought into it. A lot of people hire a team to do this, that, and the third. If you can figure out how to do it yourself, you're golden. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did here at Blunt Kings. Me and A Omega, we got this shit figured out to a T.
The originality, though, that comes from you and the other person that are contributing everything that you have to do to it.
True.
You know, at the Blunt Kings there, like I said, we talk shit. We love it. You know what I mean? We bring it the hip hop, hip hop ism just to keep it real, man, because, we're going to make it to the ism, but one love there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hold it down. We're going to keep it brown, share, like, subscribe, comment, all of that there. All the new subscribers, we love y'all. Thank you for tuning in there. All the other repeat offenders there. Send that shit out to your other family in other parts of the fucking country, man. You know what it is. Across the, I should say, the internet country.
The internet universe or whatever. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, do all that shit that Omega just said. I'm super stoned. I can't wait till we make some dinner. I think we're making some bomb ass shit tonight for sure. You guys stay locked in. Crash Out the Sitcom will be out Thursday morning. We'll see you guys Monday morning right now for Blunt Kings Podcast, episode 37. Thank you guys. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
A Omega with the funky dope flavor.
And we out this bitch.